Hey, good morning, everybody. Scott, good morning to you. Happy Labor Day, everyone. We're going to be cruising through an early expert qualifying round. So, if you're stateside, hopefully you got the day off and are enjoying it and can enjoy the stream. If you're catching it a little bit later, might not be Labor Day. Well, too bad. Got the day off today, going to the Cardinals game this afternoon, so this is the time for me to go ahead and stream. So I'm going to go ahead and kick on here. Johnny Tink Tink in the house, thanks. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Slick Shot Steve as well. All right, let's get things kicked off here. Hole number one. I'm playing Apocalypse left with a B52 rough bump. Jim Boggins also in the house. What's up? Thanks for the good luck. All right, I'm gonna be playing on the left with a Titan, full left spin, 5 top. Alright, that looks like where we want to be, our landing position to be for a real nice consistent spot here. So we're going to go 10% over. 9.1. It's going to be 6.5 rings. Just going to do a little baby curl back to the left. T-Bone, morning. Jared in the house as well. What's up? Thanks everybody for joining me this morning. Thanks for all the good lucks. Good distance on that one. It's about where we want to be. Should be. I'm gonna be playing the B52 rough bump. So we're gonna kind of gauge and see what it looks like. It's probably gonna be somewhere in between a mid and a min from where I am right there. Stewart in the house too. Thanks for the good luck, buddy. Appreciate it. So scoping out the winds this morning. I'm going to be playing, I think, fairly straightforward. I know I'm going to be trying a power slice on 9. Other than that, I don't think there's anything too crazy that I'm going to try. I might try a quarterback slice on one hole just to see what it looks like. I think hole 5 I might try that just to give us a reference to see what it might look like. So all right, so it looks like it's just under a mid. Okay, so really consistent spot. I think we're just going to use 1 bar top spin. Since we're going to be adjusting just slightly downhill, I'm going to push up a half a ring at the beginning. I'm going to go with 8 rings. And have to release from the right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be under 1-1 with that great right shot. So with that kind of distance, so it's great right stump. So that was an over adjustment. So let's see, it should have been 1-1 minus 1, probably a 7.5 ring adjust there. Would probably have got it done with that distance on it. If you can leave it, you can leave it a little bit shorter and put it right out of mid, and that would pretty much be 1-1. But with that distance there, it's going to be under. Ditto Head in the house. What's up? How you doing, Mike? Good morning. Happy Labor Day. All right. I'm going to be skipping all the shootouts and just cruising through this as quick as we can. So, yeah, let's see. So with that distance, we're closer to a min, I guess, than a mid. So, yeah, we'll play 1-1 -1 there. That rough bump landing zone looks way more consistent than I thought it would from playing it in tour play this week. I thought with that slope coming up on that rock, the rocks are actually rough. Or they play as rough anyway, and with that slope on there, I thought it would be difficult, but that looks like a really consistent spot. The keys there are pushing up either before or after your adjustment, because you will be adjusting down in elevation, so just keep that in mind. All right, hole number 2. Same go. I'm gonna stick with the Titan and the sniper here, and just play full back with an offset to the right, with the wind coming in right to left, and then just play it right at 1-1 and see what that does for us. I think it's gonna be with the white ring just off the rough on the right side to start off with. We'll see what that looks like. You might even be able to play a power 1 ball here. I might switch and play a navigator just to see what it looks like, because I'm not going to be using any side spin, so there's really no need to use a power 3 ball. Tim, hey, thanks for the good luck. Welcome, buddy. This is my first time playing these ones from the second tees, so everything looks just a little bit different. I mean, the same but different, you know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can look decent today, get qualified. No mistakes is the goal. That's the line that we want it to be on right there. So the question is, how much do we offset? I'm gonna go right about there. So the white ring pretty well off the rough. And we're just gonna go right at 1-1. So there's 5.4. Releasing from the right again. I gotta get my timing down better. It's poor. That looks pretty good. I just gotta get my timing down. Offset just a little bit shorter than that, but the adjustment there seems good. That seems like a really nice consistent spot where it's gonna kick it with the wind blowing from right to left, where it's gonna just funnel it towards the pin. Some things you want to avoid here are ending up short left. It'll roll off down into the rough. I've done that on the shootouts from Tour 12 once. Just left it barely short left, and it took a hard turn back and carried all the way off the green. I only did that once, so I'm not sure how prevalent that would be. But if you're finding a really odd landing position that you might leave short, then that's something to watch out for. So that's also the reason you want to offset it right, because if you end up off to the left there, it can. I was kind of worried that it might carry off there, just like that one, just like the one that I did in the Tour 12 shootout also. Mama Bulls, hello, good morning, welcome. All right, hole number 3, sticking with the same setup. It's going to be an APOC and a Titan, and then a sniper rough bump from the right side is how I'm going to try this one. The key here is going to be trying to figure out just how much curl we want to use when playing over to the right side. But if we can land it nicely over there in the fairway, there's a lovely little rough bump. Oh no, not a rough bump. Sorry, not this one. Wrong hole. Alright, I think we're going to use most of the curl here. So I'm going to line it up with the blue ring, the clear ring rather, halfway cutting. We're going to go 10% over, so 10.1. And we're going to go 7.2 rings. Curl, let's see, that's full. We'll just go with full just to see what it looks like. Oh, okay. Well, that's disappointing. So we're going to need a spin 3 ball there, a little bit less top spin. Probably use a Kingmaker next time with full right spin, full curl, a little bit less top spin. So let's say take 2 off there. Kingmaker's no good, so. Heading to bed, are you, Mama Bulls? All right, fair enough. I just woke up, so. All right, let's see what this one looks like from the right side. I think we've got some tailwind. So hopefully we'll at least be able to save it. Our opponent gets out into the second fairway there with a nice effort. That's the other option here, is to just blast it over to the second fairway. If you've got the equipment to do it, then that's not a bad play. All right, we're just going for the save here. And take 10% off. So minus 0.8, 7.5 at a max, 6, 5, 6, and a notch. Not quite 6 actually, gonna go back up some. And then curl a decent amount. I released that a little earlier than I wanted to. Oh no. I went to hit great left and hit good left instead. That's not good. Oh, alright, well we might be just tanking this one. Ugh. I like the right play here. I thought I did anyway. That's frustrating. I made an Alba from over there in Tour 12 with a great shot. So I kind of liked, there's a nice little line as you run up to the green where it funnels really nicely up to the pin. But we're going to have to find the fairway. That was an awful shot. Sorry, folks. Terry, thanks for the good luck. Came at a bad time. We'll see if we can get this save. Because that was just a poor effort. Everything about that was poor. Oh, and we get a nasty wind here. It's going to go a little over a cup outside left. No, needed more. Gonna go ahead and just tank this round then. We'll have a little hack around. See what we can do from the rest of the way. Alrighty. Going with the B52 here. into Kingmaker. We need a power 3 ball to use the long iron really efficiently here. Another cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm working on my first. Maybe I should have had my first before I kicked on, and then had my second while I was streaming. Yeah, that would be probably the move. All right. At least we know we can't. We need a little help for that right side adjustment. I don't know about this play here. I do not know. Let's see. B52 here. I'm going to be playing with 2 back. I don't think quite 2 backspin actually. I think like 1.5 and 3 bars to the right. Offset it just left, and then playing. We'll see. It's going to be like a plus 15 at a max. So in terms of the B52, I usually like to think in terms of like 1-to-1. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that with this though. 7-3. I actually kind of like the looks of that right there. Really consistent spot. Looks good. 7.3. So adding, we're gonna play it as a 10. That was an over adjustment. And a great left to boot. So I over adjusted it by a ring and hit great left. Oh, I didn't think I had time to go back and fix the adjustment. So, but that's about right. So plus 15% at a max. That's playing it as an 8.7. 8.7 is 10 rings at a max rather. So that would have been an 8.3. It probably should have been. I think I over adjusted about 1 ring. So I think it should have been a 9.8. So let's see. In terms of 1-to-1, that would be 1-to-1 plus 2.5. Thereabouts. That line looked good though. That landing position looked good. Oh, I meant to be tanking this crap. Oh no. Oh well. Terry done for the day. Alright, I gotta remember that I'm supposed to be tanking this round the rest of the way. Okay, so since we're doing that then, I am gonna try a quarterback slice on this shot. Just to see what happens. Kind of think that they're a little easier to replicate, the power slice shots. And on this one especially with a quarterback, I think it should be relatively straightforward play. So we'll see what it looks like. Oh. Alright, let's just see. Play it as a full overpowered, full right, 1 back. So 9, we're going to play it, so 10 rings, so then we're, alright, so 10, 20-ish. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay, so we could probably even use a bar topspin there. but that'll be pretty easy to replicate. Let's see. No, yeah, that looks nice. So quarterback slice there could be with a spin 3 ball, and I think just full right spin should work out nicely. So 10% over, so I was playing it as a 10 ring or 10 miles an hour, and then a 20 ring adjustment for the slice. So that worked nicely, and we're going to be looking for a rough bump here. You in the wrong stream there, Terry? Okay, well, we're going to be playing as a min then with the B-52. I do know I want this one to go past the pin and let it funnel down from right to left. So let's offset it 1 cup right. 9.2 at a min. That's going to be 7. Alright, so just a little bit less of an offset. We'll go offset just outside right edge instead of 1 cup right, and then that'll work to perfection. A min long iron. If you get a little bit deeper, I don't know if I would rather play that as a Hornet or as a B-52 there. As a min long iron or a max short iron, kind of up to your preference. But that quarterback slice should work out perfectly. Real consistent, nice, easy shot to set you up for this rough bump. I should have replays the rest of the way, right? Since I forfeited, so I can just cancel this. Should have known that he wasn't going to make it. That's all right. We'll show their approach anyway, just so you get another reading on it. Okay, back to the APOC for this next one. I'm going to be playing on the right side, blasting it for a rough bump. Yeah, probably something like that, Steve. That's the route you want to come in from right to left, and the wind is helpful there. With the way that green is set up, it's going to funnel from right to left on you anyway, so that wind is helping it. So I offset it just a bit much there, yeah. So probably a half a cup is probably what we're looking for, yeah. So it's going to push this one out plus six plus rings. I'm going to go with not quite full overpower then. And a half a ball curl. Hopefully that doesn't catch the rough on the left. It catches the rough in the beginning. Wow, that got pushed like crazy. I can't believe how far that pushed out. I didn't even fully overpower it and it still caught the rough. Huh. Well, that fairway does come back to the left, so the great left probably had something to do with that. But still, I can't believe how. So that's got to be like a plus. Yeah, this might be a Thor's hammer shot with a ton of topspin here. I kind of liked what this guy's doing, what this replay's doing anyway. Because I think, yeah, look at how pretty that one looks. A little more spin to the left. and that'll take that rough out of play by bringing your max distance back a notch and just blasting it up there. And this isn't going to be useful at all. I guess it'll be useful if if we do happen to catch that rough, then this could help you a little bit, I guess. Take 10% off. Let's play it as an 8 with some curl. So if you do end up in this position, hope maybe this will help you. I'm going to do like just under a ball. Oh, it's going to end up in the rough. Yeah. Alright, so if we biff our drive there, then that's what it's going to look like. Make sure you leave it short, because if you go any deep on this green, you'll end up in the rough. So just something to keep in mind. I think, like our opponent here, I think I'm going to switch and play that one as a Thor's hammer full top spin shot. So, and then there's a rough bump on the left side of the green that we'll be looking for. If you caught my Tour 12 streams from earlier, I've played that a couple times. GC Damien from the 19th family played it that same way, and buried it. He showed on stream a very nice funnel. It was with a, what's it called? Sorry, he did it with a short iron, though. We were basic balling it, and he did it with a short iron. But if you watch that stream, he'll show you that nice funnel that we're looking for, and it's going to play uphill like 10%. So just something to keep in mind for that one. All right, this was one from the third tees that I had pretty good success in the shootouts with. We're getting a little bit different wind here. I'm going to play it as no spin, and we want to kind of like in what I was doing in tour play, is let it come in from right to left. The wind is really helpful here too for that purpose. So I'm going to offset it just right and deep. So it looks like our white ring is just on the rough here. Then I'm going to add 20%. So I'm going to play this one as a 10.9. 5.9. 10.9. Still coming up short and left. So we're gonna want to go. So if you're doing no spin like that, then the white ring has to be into the rough. So maybe 2 rings further forward and just a little bit more to the right. So yeah, maybe blue ring on the rough if you're gonna do no spin. But yeah, it's gonna funnel in from right to left. So I'll show you my opponent's shot, even though it's a replay, so we know it doesn't go in, just so you have a better, once again, just kind of showing something else. Let's see what I don't like adjusting into the trap like that if you can avoid it. So starting on the right, knowing that this is going to funnel from right to left anyway, starting on the right side, you'll avoid that trap when you're adjusting forward, because that changes the elevation and can really mess with stuff. So yeah, see how short that ends up because he's adjusting down into the trap. So starting off to the right avoids that problem altogether. So start just a little bit further forward. Blue ring on the rough, I would suggest, and just a little bit further to the right. You can play no spin there. 20% over adjustment at 1-to-1. Should work out nicely for you. Okay. I'm going to blast this one left for Hornet. I think I'm just going to use a Titan for the first go around. see what we got here. You know what? Why not? Let's do something funky. See if we can get up there. See what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to play this one 20% over. So 13.3. We're going to go just, yeah, right about there. Full overpower, half a ball to the left. Let's just see what happens. Get up, ball. So it didn't quite make that second fairway. All right, good to know. It looked doable. It looked doable. If you're playing on the left, it's fairly straightforward. 10% over adjustment shot, all the top spin you got, and then there'll be a short iron up there. Since we're having a hack around, I figured I might as well have a real hack around. And do some experimenting. So, worked out okay. I wonder if I were just a little bit... Because the way the wind is going there, it's nice. It's an interesting little... Let's just run this one up here. I'm just going to eyeball it just to see what it looks like. Uphill. Probably just about the same as our that sandwich that I biffed before deciding to tank it. So we need to go probably about there. Let's see what happens. Ugh. Alright. So with the way that fairway's laid out, I wonder if I would have come in just a little bit further to the left, if I could have gotten a better kick and gotten up onto that. I don't know if it's even worth it, though, really, looking at it. I mean, you'll be playing a short iron anyway, and I don't think it'll be really much of a bigger advantage to be there as opposed to here. And on this side, you're not going to have to blast at full overpower, so I don't know if there's really much of an advantage to playing over there or not. I think I'll probably be playing it on the left side from here on out. It's a short iron anyway, which hopefully we can get dialed in. You know, you want to get the short par fours where you're gonna have a decent short iron. It's a really good, easy chance to get them dialed in for an eagle. So might as well just do that. It's a short iron anyway. I was thinking if I had enough topspin that it would bounce, and then the second bounce would already be in that second fairway and could try and drive the green. But it doesn't look like that was even remotely a chance of happening. So, I meant to forfeit. I keep forgetting. If I forfeit now before he putts it, will I still get the, I'll still get the bogey? Cool. Okay. Hole 9, I know that I'm going to be slicing. If you caught my stream the other day from Tour 12, we played against a guy who landed an absolutely amazing power slice shot on this one. I tried one from the left and it didn't work so well. I'm going to try it from the right this time like he did and see what happens. With a straight tailwind, you are going to need a wind 3 ball though. I think a Titan is going to be too much of a tailwind. I think a Berserker is going to be way too much of a tailwind. I wonder about doing like they are. with a Thor again. The Thor's hammer slice instead. Let's see what it looks like. Because a full overpowered Thor slice, I don't know if it'll have the right angle, but I do have way more topspin with it. Oh no. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Okay. So full top and as much right as that'll get us. I'm going to aim it right in the middle of this. Just to the left a little bit, actually. There's 10. There's 20. I'm going to go with one extra here. Alright, so that ended up safely. Real nice shot. I think it's going to be like a 22 or 23 ring adjustment, considering how far right that came in. So, it's over what you would think it would be as you play it. I do remember that from my effort. I did try like I said, I tried one and I knew that it was coming in further right. That's why I went 21, but I think it's going to be even more than that considering where I came in there. So if you've got an APOC 5, yeah, I would do a 23 ring adjust if you're aiming in the middle of the fairway there. So if it's another driver that you've got, then I would just recommend going a ring or two more. Wow, it's still okay. Well, at least we got a B52 in there. Let's see what we got. This landing spot seems really nice, consistent. So you see the spot where it starts to shift a little bit? That's what we're going to try and avoid. So we're going to play it off to the left here and run it in from right to left. .2. We're gonna go. We'll just play it at 1-to-1 and see what that gets us. Okay. All right. Well, looked okay. Right side bounce over the rocks with a luchador. Interesting. Right side over the rocks, huh? I'll have to take a look at that one. We know that little slice works, but if we could find one that works better, that would be nice. It sucks having to use the Kingmaker to knock the wind down there if we're going to go full overpower. So I almost feel like using the Titan and not going full overpower might be a better move because the wind will help expand the guideline a little bit more. I'll have to take a look and see what you mean by playing the right side over the rocks there. Oh, wait. Okay, well, there we go. We had a nice little hack around. A couple slices that we found worked out pretty well. Some things to look at, a couple different ways to maybe attack these. So thanks everybody for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and good luck with all of your qualifying rounds. Look forward to seeing everybody around the streams. I'm going to be enjoying my day off by attending the baseball game this afternoon. So if you're watching the Cards and the Giants on TV, I'm going to be out down the first base line, hanging out in the shade, drinking a beer. So, alrighty, enjoy your Labor Day, everybody. Have a good one. See you around the streams.